Welcome to The Vibe. I'm Sue Ling, and Kim and Shannon and I are here visiting the beautiful Lisa Johns on Grenadier Island in the Thousand Islands. Lisa has opened a new business, cooking classes called Cooking on the River, and thank you, Lisa, for having us to your beautiful home.
Thank you so much for coming. I've been trying to get Kim out here for a while, so I'm glad she's finally able to make it.
Well, we're
It's great.
thrilled to have been invited.
Super excited.
Yes,
for
so
sure.
we're here for our cooking class, and I don't know about you guys, but this is one of my favorite things to do, and I would die for this kitchen. So what are we going to be making today?
We're going to make a frittata. Just use up, it's a great way to use up your leftover vegetables that are in the fridge. You know, I made potato salad last night, I had leftover potatoes, so we're going to put that in there. We're going to do some rosemary biscuits with some rosemary out of the garden. We've got a honey and dill vinaigrette that'll be on our salad, and we're going to do some goat cheese crostini.
Very
little,
good.
croquettes, so-
Frittata's kind of like an omelet, but you bake it.
You bake it, correct, and you can put a lot more in it. It's a little more substantial than an omelet, so yeah, it's very
Excellent.
delicious and easy to
Good.
make, so,
Awesome.
all right.
So, what
Let's
do you
get
want us to
started.
do? Let's get started.
All right, we're going to start with the biscuits. So I'll have you take the bowl. We'll put all of our dry ingredients in first. So we're going to put
Okay.
in 2 cups of flour.
Okay.
Are they buttermilk biscuits?
No, these aren't buttermilk. These are like a baking powder biscuit. 2 tablespoons of sugar. We've
Okay.
got 4 teaspoons of baking powder.
All right.
We've got a half a teaspoon of cream of tartar.
Okay, I was wondering what that was
cream
for.
of
Cream of tartar. That'll help with the activation process and the rising.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And as well as salt, half teaspoon of salt for our salt.
Okay. Very
Now,
good.
I'll get you a little spatula. Yeah, give that a good little stir.
Give it a stir,
Just
okay.
mix everything in nice.
Good.
Get a little flour hiding in there. Oh,
I'll
doesn't
do
want to
that.
let go. There we go.
There we go.
This side.
Okay.
I love how you always, like anybody that cooks, makes it look so effortless.
I really recommend a mise en place. When you start, you know that you're going to have all your ingredients in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not forgetting anything. It's measured out right. You get talking to somebody, did I put 3 teaspoons or 4?
Very
It's already in the
good.
flour. I don't know.
That's
You know?
an awesome tip.
So it's just really nice. Now this is shortening,
Okay.
and I'm going to get you to cut that in.
Okay.
And it's nice to do it with a rolling motion and roll it around the bowl and just keep cutting it around as you go around the bowl.
So that's what cutting means.
That's, yeah, you're just cutting it through.
Just go like that?
Do you
Okay.
happen to have one of those tools to cut?
Yes, you do. Yeah, it's, well, you can use a fork or you can use your hands and
Yeah.
crumble it, but this is less messy.
And more professional looking.
I'm going to get you a little egg ready. Thank you for disappearing.
Okay. Second,
That's pretty good. A little bit more. Just want to
Okay.
make sure it's,
all cut up.
yeah. Oh, I think that's good.
Okay.
It'll do its thing in the oven. So
All
we're
These
gonna-
are eggs from your chickens.
These are eggs from our
Yeah.
hens. Yeah, we just
Hens,
added
hens.
4 more to the collection. We had 4 hens, now we have 8, so I think that'll be plenty. The reason we initially, I'm just gonna, so we're gonna put 1 egg in the middle of this,
Okay.
and you hold on, and I'll get you a little bit of milk, pardon me.
Okay.
Want to keep the
Very
milk
good.
cold. Yeah, we have an airboat in the winter because we do live out here all year round. And I can't count how many times Mike walked across the ice or in the shaking of the airboat and we lost it. He'd get like 3 in a dozen by the time they got out
Right.
here. So we're getting chickens.
Uh,
I'm gonna have you now
Sure.
start stirring.
Okay.
These are gonna be drop biscuits as opposed to rolled, you know, when you roll them out with your flour and all that process.
Okay.
These are a drop biscuit. So normally if you want a rolled biscuit, it would be 2/3 of a cup of milk.
Okay.
But these we're gonna make a lot softer.
Okay.
Are you just basing this on consistency?
I'm
or
basing
wait
on
to see?
consistency,
Okay.
exactly. To
That,
see.
that's a real baker, right? When
Yeah.
You just kind of,
Right down, well, that's looking pretty good. And you want to work with these quickly.
Okay.
I think we're good. Oh, no, I just mean in general, like you don't want to
Okay.
let the dough sit
That's
after
right.
you've made it. You're going to want to
Okay.
go ahead and we're going to get it on the baking sheet. So I'll get
Okay.
this out of the way.
That's this?
what happens?
Correct.
Does it toughen the
It
dough? or
will,
something?
they'll get, because there's so much baking powder in there in the activation, they get too fluffy and they almost fall apart. They
Okay.
lose their
We wanna keep them
consistency.
dense.
So you want to keep them, yeah, at least to hold together. We can use the spoon.
Okay.
And you're going to take just a good tablespoon. And we're going to be able, we should be able to get like 15 on there. So we're going to go 3 wide
Okay.
and I'll let you plop all those on
Sure.
there. And you move whatever side's better for you.
That's good.
Oh, we don't want to. block this.
Oh, sorry. Is that right?
It's pretty good. Well, actually, we'll take a little from Peter and give it over to Paul.
Okay, good.
That was my biscuit.
You want to keep,
Just kidding.
for baking purposes, you want to keep them as close to the same size, just so that they're going to bake.
Understood, right.
And then nobody's fighting over the big one.
That's right.
What Shannon was going to do. Okay.
I'm going to grab a little bit of rosemary.
Now, I love cooking, but I must admit, I'm not a baker.
I'm sorry, I keep disappearing.
Oh, I can smell those herbs.
So I'm going to get a little.
Okay,
I was going to put
thanks,
it into
Kim.
the batter, but there's more than one way to skin a cat when
Oh,
you cook.
okay.
So
Do you
we're just
grow your own herbs every
Yeah, I have, I've got pretty much everything. I keep my basil inside year round, as well as my rosemary. It's outside about 4 feet tall. I've had that plant going about three years now. So yeah, I really try and grow as much as I can, because especially in the winter, we don't get to shore a lot, so
Right.
you're not gonna have fresh herbs if you don't grow them. And with the sunlight that we have here, not too much doesn't grow.
No
so
way.
It's really great.
windows to have all those plants.
Yeah.
And herbs are a terrific way to flavor food without any preservatives or,
Exactly, reducing
you know.
the salt and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. You can just, look at that.
Is that-
That's a beautiful
Oh,
thing.
okay. They're not all even, but
That's all right.
there we go.
And normally I was gonna put this in the batter, but
Okay.
I think we're just gonna put them on top, because you can't go wrong with rosemary, no matter what you do with it, I don't think. It's one of my favorite fragrant herbs. It's almost eucalyptus-y, I find.
I buy a rosemary tree every Christmas because it makes the whole house
Oh,
smell
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
So aromatic.
Good.
All right, we can
Okay.
plop those in the
In the
oven.
oven, all right.
And,
I know, I'm thinking.
The oven is, the oven is, oh, right here, okay,
on the bottom.
on the bottom. Okay.
All right, we're gonna put these in. So we put those in the oven at 335 on convection, 350 if you're not convection. It takes about 15 minutes, and they're gonna be done. So we're gonna get started on the frittata. And actually, while I'm doing some of the frittata, maybe I'll have you start, well, we can do vinaigrette in a minute. So we're gonna get our cooker on. I'm gonna have you start breaking some eggs for me.
Okay.
I just like to break them one at a time, that way we know if we have any shells in there or not.
What did you
And
call,
then
what did you
they're done.
call this again?
Illustrations.
Having all your ingredients?
The mise en place.
Mise en place.
Yes.
Mise en place.
I'll have to remember that.
All in one place.
All in one
Oh,
place,
okay.
thank you.
Place.
I was waiting for Kim to say, what does that mean? I'm not afraid to ask. I'm sure lots of other people should know.
So I have a good little tip for when you get eggshell in your egg. is
Yes.
You actually take the other half of the shell and scoop which I used to try to.
So
Trying
hard
to-
with a fork, or so you're like,
Yeah.
Trying to run around the drawer with the...
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna chop up a few vegetables while you're getting all those eggs.
All these eggs?
Yeah, we can put them, once one's done, you can just dump it into there, actually.
Oh, dump it into here.
Yeah,
I
and then we're gonna
see.
whisk it. And that way we know each one's free of eggshells.
Okay.
We're gonna do a little bit of green onion in this, a little bit of onions, peppers. I've got some garlic chives, a little bit of rosemary. Like I said, I have some potatoes from last night, so all these are gonna go in the frittata. We're getting our pan warmed up.
I'm not even doing this right.
Everybody's got part vegetables around. I mean, I had a half an onion and a part of a pepper, so it's a really great way to use up those ones that you find. You don't know how they got there. Yeah, it's a lot of eggs.
That's good.
Nothing better than farm fresh eggs, though. They're delicious.
I think that, and I bet you there's a huge difference in taste, eh?
It's meatier. The whites are meatier. The yolks are richer. Like sometimes to even break a yolk, you gotta give it a good stab. So I find it. And the protein and omega-3s that are in a.
In an egg.
Because the ones you get in the store are up to 8, if not at least 8 weeks old. So, I mean, these have only been out of a hen for about 3 days, I guess. This
Oh, and so it
carton.
makes difference in the quality of the protein?
Well, the fresher, the better. Well, yeah,
okay.
you're getting the freshness and,
Very good.
and how these are raised. Our hens eat bugs and grass and
Right.
you know things like that. So it's definitely a lot healthier for them.
Very
Not
good.
spiders.
All right.
spiders.
and not spiders.
No spiders, don't worry.
Should I whisk
Yeah, I'm
this?
just gonna grab you a little.
So how many eggs would you get out of a day? Like
I
a
get
day?
one a day, and I have been so lucky with we have Red X hens, and they're supposed to molt, you know, for a month or two. I've only had one hen molt the whole time we've been out here and having them. So it's been great. I get one a day per hen.
That's great.
So we always know
My
we're gonna
goodness,
have
you're
eggs.
getting, yeah, like eight eggs a day.
Yeah. So we're just gonna put a little bit of butter in the pan.
And you're always supposed to heat the pan first before putting oil or butter into the pan.
A little
right?
bit. You don't want it
Yeah.
to get too hot,
'cause you wanna
but
burn it.
yeah, you don't. Yeah, to where it's gonna turn like brown butter. I'm gonna turn this up a little bit.
Do you know what I need you to teach me is how to cook scallops?
Scallops.
Yes.
Sear scallops.
I can never do it properly. You know, and is your pan not supposed to be really hot?
It's supposed to be very hot, and you want to get it to that golden brown. Turn it over. You want it just past translucent when it's cooked. So yeah, they can be tricky.
So when you do your cooking classes, how many people can you accommodate?
I normally do 4 to 8. It depends what kind of style. If it's going to be more presentation style, we can go a little bit bigger. But if you want the hands-on, you get a little crazy if you got too many people and everybody talking. So yeah, we really try and keep it to the 4 to 8. Keep it a little more intimate and fun.
So you're sauteing.
I'm just sauteing the onions and peppers right now. You don't need a lot because when you get once you get everything in there, it ends up being quite filling. So then I'm
Yep.
gonna get you to slice all those in half.
Half?
Actually, I'll
Okay.
give you that one.
Thank you.
It's got a little egg on it. The leg never hurt anybody.
No.
So we're gonna go ahead and get these going. Put a little bit of the shallots in, or green onions in.
Thank you for letting me be the sous chef.
I'm glad you are. Because I would have cut my
This is
finger off by now.
rosemary.
This is so fun.
So yeah, to skin your rosemary, just find out which way it's going and pull the opposite
Pull the
way.
opposite way.
Oh,
That'll get
nice.
it off nicely for you.
Oh my
Smells
gosh.
Great. Oh
I
my
wish the
gosh.
smell could go through the camera.
Yeah,
This is incredible.
it smells amazing.
Nothing like fresh herbs, and it's just...
Now, darling, do you have a specialty with your cooking classes?
I do primarily Southern cooking and home-style cooking. I keep it as healthy as I can, but you gotta have a little bit of fat in there to make it good. But my family's from the South. My dad was born in North Carolina, raised in Texas, and
So-
my mother's from Texas as well.
Oh, okay.
So they've, yeah, so I was raised on, my mom always called it Texican food.
Okay.
You know, so,
So is that, what's Southern cooking mean? Is that like fried chicken and?
yeah, you know,
Okay.
fried, and ribs and a lot of barbecue and the refried
Okay.
beans and the rice. I make a
Nice.
lot of we make all our homemade flour and corn tortillas. I never buy a tortilla. I just make them. And when you find out how easy it is and how little is in it, you'd buy them too.
Oh,
We picked
really?
up a tortilla press when we were in Mexico last year.
Did you?
You know what? We picked up one in Arizona. Mike thought, that'd be great, I'll get you. I said, yeah, I want one. But I roll them out by hand.
Oh,
It's
do you?
quicker, it's
Yeah.
easier. I tried the tortilla, he did it the first time. He pressed so hard he snapped the handle off, it still
Oh
hasn't
my
been welded back on. So I've decided not to do that.
So you just saute up your veggies?
Yeah, and in these eggs, I like to add a little bit of flavoring.
Okay.
I like to put a little bit of mustard,
Oh,
Really?
just a little bit. Now, I usually
Oh,
put...
I've never-
I love mustard, but
I've
I've never
never
done
done that
this
either.
before.
I put mustard in my egg. I always put it in my egg salad and my omelets. And mayonnaise.
Oh.
It's gonna help make the omelet a lot
Oh,
fluffier, because, I mean, really, it's only eggs and oil anyway. You're not
Right.
adding anything crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you a little bit of cream, so that'll need a really good fluff in it.
So Lisa, do you put these recipes on your website?
Well, I have some on the website. I don't put everything. A lot of the stuff I save for classes, but yeah, I try to get around to putting some of the stuff on the website. I get so busy, I get sidetracked and don't stay up as much as I should and do it. But yes, you will find recipes under the recipe page in my website of some of the stuff that I make, and a lot of the stuff you just got to come out here and try it with me.
Do it.
and then can people, do they book classes with you through the website?
Through the website or on my Facebook, Cooking on the River Facebook. Give me a call, email me. Yeah, we're out here full time on the island, so more than welcome to call anytime and we can set something up.
Does that look like it's done enough?
I think that's going to be good.
Okay.
Yes.
And
So
what kind
bring
of
it to-
classes do you have? You obviously do group classes?
Do group classes. Yeah, usually the ones that want to, are people that just want to come out and cook, have a good time, have some good food, enjoy the island, maybe go for a walk, go for a cruise on the river.
Beautiful.
Just, really relaxing. I'm not foo-foo, I'm not, I just really want to enjoy cooking and share it with everybody and share the island because it's such a beautiful place
Oh my
out here.
gosh, you have, it's stunning
know?
out here, absolutely stunning.
I think we should have a Socialist Pig staff party out here and get our staff out
Absolutely.
here for a
Team
cooking
building, it's a
class.
great thing for
Team
team building, to bring people out and great way to just, kick your shoes off and relax and.
And you said the classes can run like
They usually run about 3 to 4 hours
Yeah.
and it's $70 a person. That includes your boat ride. We'll pick you up in Rockport, bring you out to the island, cook for 3 or 4 hours, have something to eat.
Phenomenal
And then
team
we'll
building-
take you back,
Team building
so.
opportunity.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And we can bring our own wine, right?
Absolutely. That's a little dinner without a little wine.
And you don't have to worry about driving because you get shuttled out on the boat.
So you put the herbs in after the veggies?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Okay.
pop them in. I don't want them to burn
do
or anything,
too much,
so
yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna
Okay.
dump these eggs right in.
Okay.
And then,
All right.
now this will finish in the oven, so it starts on the stove top, it'll finish
Okay.
up in the oven. Now if you wanna take those potatoes, and we're just gonna gently place them all around.
Oh,
Just right
okay.
in the
Yeah,
frittata.
right in the
Okay.
frittata, just put them, scatter them around. We're gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper.
My husband's gonna be so jealous when he sees this and he didn't get a chance to taste it.
This is gorgeous. I'm gonna put mayo and mustard in my eggs next time I,
I
cook them.
know.
I've never, what a fantastic.
And garlic powder is another really great thing to put in just an omelet, a little bit of garlic powder.
I've done the mayonnaise after.
I'm just gonna check on the biscuits.
Makes
Look at me and my expert placing of the potatoes. Oops. There we go.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. And the last little thing that we want to add,
What's this?
just
Oh, the
because,
goat cheese.
we're going to make a little croquette of the goat cheese as well. I'll
Oh,
give you that.
Thank you.
Yes, and we'll get rid of all this little mess that we've created. Now, the easiest way I find, poor camera guy's having to run all over, trying to chase me around the kitchen. When I want to put this in here, I'm going to turn this down. It's just to try and just break it off with a fork.
oh, right in the frittata.
And just, once again, you're just going to kind of place it so that everybody's going to get a good little, little chunk
Yep.
of egg.
Very nice.
Goat cheese. It's goat
So
cheese.
probably you could use any kind of goat cheese as well, just like you.
You can really, yeah.
Or any kind of
Any
cheese.
salt, you want to use a Gouda or anything
Gouda, yeah.
anything that's a
Feta
good
maybe,
melting
yeah.
cheese.
Oh, yeah, feta.
You want it to be, I like that it's so rich and creamy when and you get a little bit of that salty. But yeah, I mean, you could go Mediterranean with this and you olives and tomatoes and feta cheese. You can go any flavors that you want with the frittata.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Okay, so this is pretty much ready to go. We're going to let that sit here for a minute. As soon as the biscuits are done, we're going to
Goes
transfer them out and put
Right
it in the
pan.
oven.
Right in the pan.
So
into
you have
the
a
oven.
special pan
Right in
that.
the, yeah, as long,
Yes.
make sure it's a good heat, safe pan,
Yeah.
metal handle, don't have anything with plastic on it, so that it can go right into the oven. You can do cast iron.
I would do that too.
The only thing I find with cast
I
iron
asked
is,
that for you.
You know me too well.
I try to avoid cast iron for something like this. I love to cook with it, but you won't get that slide out onto the platter.